So the other day, RAVpower got in touch with me and they wanted to send me some products. They've sent me this 22,000 milliamp hour USB battery pack and some of their USB camera battery chargers. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about those, but I'm also going to tell you how I use USB charging, particularly when I'm out and about, so that I can keep on top of charging my camera and all my other devices. So about 7 or 8 years ago, I remember thinking, wouldn't it be great if we could charge our cameras via USB in the same way that mobile phones and some compact cameras could be charged? Roll on all those years and now we can actually charge nearly all of our cameras using a simple micro USB connection. Certainly if you've got a compact camera or a compact system camera, chances are you're going to be able to charge it via a USB lead. Now that's great, but it obviously means you have to charge the battery in the camera, so you can't use the camera. The solution, of course, is to use an external USB battery charger, such as this one that RAVpower have supplied. Now this one charges the Sony MP FW20 batteries. Now they also sent me this one. It's a Canon one for the Canon batteries that are used in the 5D and that range. And let's just have a quick look in the pack here. So you get the battery charger itself and it charges 2 batteries at the same time. We have 2 third-party batteries, RAVpower batteries there as well, and you've just got a USB sort of cable sitting here. And this is how it works, very simply. You take your USB charger, you plug the micro USB connection into the side just there. You have slots for 2 batteries. You can take the USB lead and then you just plug it in to your USB charger. And in this case, I'm actually using the RAVpower battery pack. So you simply take the batteries and put one in there, one in there. Let's turn the battery power on. And you can see there's 2 red lights just up here. So you've got charge 1 and charge 2 for each of the batteries, and when the battery is charged, they will flash green. So let's run through a few of the technical specifications on the charger here. When you're charging a single battery, it has a 500 milliamp output or a 700 milliamp output combined when you're charging a pair of batteries. Now these RAVpower Sony replacement batteries have a 1100 milliamp hour capacity. So earlier on I took 2 genuine Sony batteries and put them in this charger. Both batteries were completely flat. They wouldn't power up my A7R whatsoever at all, nothing, dead. Now when I put the pair of them in, I found that one of the green lights here lit up after an hour 50 minutes. I had a fully charged battery in an hour and 50, call it 2 hours. You know, that's spot on kind of what you'd expect. The second battery, it was fully charged after 2.5 hours. So what about the battery pack? This is great. I have used it a few times. I'm using it now to charge this. I've used it to charge my phone a number of times in the last few days. Things I like about it, we've got 3 USB ports. My previous battery pack only had 2 and you know, that was fine. But these days everything is charged via USB. So it uses something called iSmart 2 technology to basically detect the output requirement. So if a device only needs say 1.2 amps to charge, it will get that and then it will split the remainder of the 5.8 between the other 2 ports and the devices that need it most and can take advantage of a higher amp output. Again, electronics, not really my thing. If anybody has a better explanation, please put it in the comments below, but that's my understanding of it. I have used quite a few USB batteries and third-party camera batteries, and I have to say I've not had a problem myself, but that is because I've always gone for a reputable brand that's been making them. And my personal opinion is if you stick to a good brand, if you read the reviews on Amazon and you look for companies that have been around a while, then you know you should be okay. It's a case of buyer beware. But again, make sure you get something that's had good reviews from a company that hasn't just popped up overnight and where you can go back and read their history. Okay, so what don't I like about the RAVpower charger? Now, I like the fact it's slim and has a fairly low profile. It's nice and compact when you put the batteries in. However, I have encountered one problem, and it's quite specific to me. When I go away traveling, I use clear pencil cases. You can pick these up for 50p, £1, and what I do is I keep all my batteries for my different cameras in a specific pencil case. And what I've also started doing now is putting in a USB charger as well. So I can just slot the charger in here. So there we go, it all fits in this pencil case, which I will use when I am traveling, and it means I literally can pull the batteries out, pull the charger out, and I will keep a micro USB lead in there as well. That's my charging kit for that camera sorted, and I've got one for each of my different cameras. So you've probably noticed I've got these little stickers on each of the batteries here with a number on. So why do I do that? It's quite straightforward. Before I go on a trip or I go out shooting, I will charge all of the batteries. Now, obviously I put number 1 battery goes in the camera first. Then when that dies, number 2 battery goes in, then 3, then 4, etc. This makes it really simple for me to tell which batteries are flat and which ones aren't very quickly. I open the camera. If I see the number 4 on the battery in the camera, I know that batteries 1, 2 and 3 are all flat. So I know the next battery I need to pull out and use is battery number 5. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly put those labels on the RAVpower batteries, number them as they're my new additions, and I've got a couple more batteries for my A7. Okay, so the price, the 22,000 milliamp hour battery of 3 USB outputs, and actually the camera battery chargers with 2 batteries. They also come obviously with the micro USB leads as well. Now they're around £25 each, so the combination you're looking at sort of £50 if you want to buy the pair to have, you know, completely portable mobile charging. And with the battery charger, like I say, this is for the Sony batteries, and we've also got one here for Canon set of batteries. And if you check, most major brands, most major types of batteries are actually covered with these chargers. So that's about it. Now just wrap this up. I like USB charging. I like this RAVpower USB charger. I'm going to be 100% using it almost daily probably to charge my Sony camera batteries, and this is 100% going to get used every day. Huge capacity, pretty fast charging, and it's great that I can charge 3 things at the same time. This is going to live in my camera bag and get a lot of use over the next couple of years. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you found it useful. If you have, do the thumbs up thing, hit that thing. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you and try and answer any questions you've got. And we hope to be doing more videos like this, you know, Amazon products, eBay products, as well as, you know, the top end camera gear and kit. So if you want to keep up to date with all of that, hit the subscribe button and the notification so that you can keep up to date with all the latest photo gear news.